We are the Farmer family, and we have been missionaries for most of our lives.
We've been on some pretty epic adventures, and we thought it was about time to take you along.
The moment of truth. We got another round of seconds. Hey, welcome back for another epic missionary adventure. Today we find ourselves out in the mountains. We got a medical clinic going on. We're starting day 2 right now, but we've had a good clinic. We got everybody shuttled out. 17 people that we moved out to the mountains yesterday. So it was a lot of flying to do. Sorry to get any of that videoed, but sometimes I gotta fly.
Everyone's over at our house today. The doctors and nurses and dentists are going through all of the medicine and organizing that, seeing what we have, seeing if we are missing anything. We can run to the pharmacy real quick and grab everything. I'm in the kitchen with a few people, and we're doing meal prep for the meals out in the mountain. Come on, let's go see what they're doing.
This is what? What's this one? Eyes? Come on. What is this? Oh, infants?
Yeah, this is for
Pediatrics.
You make a pizza dough too? All this in, sauce on top.
Yes, and then we'll heat it and cook it for a couple minutes.
American burritos?
Yes, American burritos.
Oh, beautiful. Yes. All right, we just landed. First load is up here in the mountains. Up the doctor and the dentist and get everything unloaded, and they're gonna get to work right away. They got some patients waiting for them. And then I'm gonna go back and get the rest of the crew. A couple more flights yet today, get everybody out here. So looking good.
Probably on the next stage.
Later on here today, we're going to be trying out these one meals. There's the church up in the States. They have this packet called one meal. It's got some rice and some lentils in it, and some nutrients in it. And then they're hoping to be able to produce these and try them out in indigenous communities and be able to send these all over the world. You can make a little packet that can feed 6 people a meal for a day, and just costs a little bit over $1 or so. But they want to try it out to see if people even like it. And so we're going to try some of this out. And then whatever culture these meals go into, they can put in their own ingredients. Like here in Mexico, they're probably going to put in a lot of chilies, make it a little bit spicy. And so we're going to try that. We're going to cook it here with the ladies in a little bit. Hopefully I'll get some video into that. But we'll cook that up and we'll see how the people like it. Hopefully, you know, sometimes it's hard to get a straight answer. They'll tell you, you know, what they think you want to hear, but we really want to get a good, you know, answer. Hey, is this good? Is this something that missionaries around the world could use? You know, just a cheap way to help feed the people and help meet their physical needs as well. So, you know, sometimes in missions you meet those physical needs and other times you meet those spiritual needs. So it's great to be able to meet both of those. That's really what we want to do. And as you meet people's physical needs, it opens the door for them to hear the gospel and be able to meet their spiritual needs. And that's really why we're here ultimately, and to be able to share the love of God with these people. So it's great to be here. All right, so we got the meat in there. We just dumped in the water, we dumped in the rice and the lentils, and I think Nathan's gonna put in a little bit of chicken bouillon in there to give it a little bit more flavor. We're gonna head back to the clinic and see what's going on at the clinic and see what we'll be able to see over there. Yesterday they were able to meet about 40 patients, so we had some issues with our dental equipment, but we got both machines up and running. We've got 3 dentists, and so we've got 2 machines going, and the 3 dentists working hard. Yesterday they were only able to use 1 machine, and so they were taking turns using the machine. One dentist was pulling teeth, and the other dentist was doing fillings. So it's great to have them both running. Definitely a lot of need for the dentist up here, but let's head over to the clinic and we'll check that out and see what's going on over there.
Why do you keep filming us when we're doing nothing?
Hey, aren't you guys supposed to be working?
I know, what can we do here? Who needs help? Somebody need...
So these 1 meal packets, they're kind of a standalone thing. It's got a little vitamin packet in there. You just put like a liter of water in with the packet, cover it up, cook it for 20 minutes until the water's gone. But we're just adding some extra things. We're adding a little bit of extra meat, a little more protein in there, just to try things up, you know, show the people they can do whatever they want with it. So we'll get this going, see how it tastes. Ah, it is hot. Oh, there we go. Taco, queso taco.
That's really hot.
That's really good.
Oh man, amazing.
Yeah, some pozole. Missionaries must mostly water you cook down in a pot like that.
I think this is how they cook the missionaries. I vote Nathan first.
So Kevin, would this family, what would this kitchen feed on average, would you say?
This kitchen, well, it depends on how many neighbors stop by. They're related to half the people here, so they end up getting a lot of people in here. I've seen this whole little area filled and people standing around and flipping tortillas and handing them out. And they didn't have room in here one time, and they built a little fire out there to cook some meat in a pot, and they get it going good, and they get a lot of people.
This is it, huh?
Yep, that's the spot. They put a half dozen tortillas on here at a time, and yeah, it's great.
I'll try it.
Does that look about right?
You know, it's a blank slate for me. What do you think, Louis? Yeah. That looks way better than the stuff I made. The question is, could this work for the Cora people in central Mexico?
Yeah.
These guys like to share.
I'll wait for you. We can bite together. Smells good.
Here it is. Here it is. Kevin, first one. Cora taco.
You ready? Let's go in.
1, 2, 3.
Too hot.
Is it too hot?
All right, so here's the problem I have is the chef's not willing to try it, so that worries me a little bit. But we'll give it a shot here and see
No, it tastes good.
how it is.
It honestly reminds me of MREs.
Yeah, that's the word we've heard.
That's what I get.
So one meal of this will like give them the nutrition for the entire day.
Right.
So that's kind of the goal.
Kind of like a MRE, like maybe a corned beef MRE or something.
Yeah. But they're definitely going to give it their own spiciness.
Right. They need to add it.
Yeah.
I'll take this off so you can.
I definitely think the meat that we added there gives it quite a bit of texture and flavor.
It did.
So we just survived the one meal, and now we're gonna load them up on some tortillas, and we're gonna hand them out to the folks and see how they receive them.
Jasson, thank you for being not only our pilot, but piloting the one meal here.
Piloting the one meal. We'll give it a whirl.
That's hot.
Incoming.
Give that a whirl. All right, honest opinion.
This is very good. This is very, very good. I didn't know how it was gonna taste because he said it's multi-nutrition, and usually when it's has everything, you don't know how it's gonna taste.
You know the nutritional side, so not bad for
Yeah,
the most
yeah.
nutritional meal that
Definitely.
this crowd might eat. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, so they just loaded it up. We're bringing it over to the guys, and we're gonna try handing it out and see how they like it.
Ustedes. Quitar el hambre un poquito, ¿eh?
¿Probé o no? ¿Está rico o no? ¿Está rico? Pues como sí o como sí. ¿Como sí? I think that was a thumbs up. Not 100% sure. All right, so I think we figured out how to tell if they actually like them or not, because we're having a hard time getting a thumbs up or thumb down on these one meals. So what we'll do is we'll give seconds, and if they take the seconds, I guess we'll give that a thumbs up.
Okay.
If nobody wants seconds,
Then we'll know.
we'll know. So
Oh, they're pretty filling though too. I don't know.
yeah, we'll see. Here's the moment of truth. We got another round of seconds. We'll see if they take the seconds. I guess that's a thumbs up. If they don't take it, thumbs down, I guess. So here we go. We'll see what happens. All right, look at that. Only 2 left. So I take it that's a thumbs up. We'll see if I can get rid of these other 2. Taquitos! Tacos! All right, hey, so things are going great here at the clinic. It's awesome to see. We love being able to meet these people's needs. We've heard stories of guys hiking 4 to 6 hours. One guy hiked 8 to 10 hours, they said, to get here from his village. And then there's another village that's 20 miles away in these mountains. And they said they hiked from even farther from that, but I guess there's some buses they can take, so I don't know how long it took them to get, but it's crazy. People are coming 30, 40 miles away just to hit this little clinic that we're putting up in the middle of nowhere in the mountains of Mexico. So, we love doing these clinics. We love meeting these people's needs. It's a great time to be able to share the love of Christ, and most importantly, we love meeting their spiritual needs. Everybody gets to hear the gospel when they come, and in the evenings we hold Bible studies, and for anybody that wants to come to that as well.
Is it possible to have peace in a world that is filled with trouble? How many people say yes, it's possible?
¿Cuántos dicen que sí se puede tener paz en un mundo de problemas?
Sí, gloria a Dios.
Oh, I want to share a verse with you. It's in the Gospel of John.
Okay, so Shadow Mountain Church brought us all these little cars that were made by, I guess, some really awesome guys that love the Lord. Toy soldiers, I guess they're calling them, and they make these in a wood shop, and they send them down to people who like us. These ones are gonna go to Guadalajara, Mexico.
Yes, and after that, these cars are going to travel to Zapote de Picachos, Nayarit.
A little village way up in the mountains by a lake. It's gonna be awesome, where the native people live. And then these guys also have some cars, and they're the dentists that came and helped us from Morelia. And so they're going to
Viajarán a Morelia.
She said those cars are gonna travel to Morelia. They're gonna give them to some kids down there.